King, how's
Our
financing going?
classic.
Uh, I. Okay, so we're starting, right? King is in his office at the top of the lighthouse. He is anxiously awaiting news of the tavern being finished
It
because he knows
has
that.
it is finished, it is staffed, it is running.
Hey, nice. He is going over just some of the papers, and he's having trouble because usually he has Chelsea do this, but he felt that this was important enough that he had to look like he was doing something.
And because he's also scared, if he tells Chelsea to do it, she might accidentally get a paper cut and slit her own wrist, killing her.
Jesus fucking
Speaking
Christ,
of,
King.
where is like the list of where's the like our people
Oh, God
list?
damn it.
I need that too. I thought King had it.
And then we
Like-
forgot
Oh, I
everyone
have
who
it.
we had
I have
employed.
it. No, I have it. I have it. It's Austin. You can check it anytime. It's in my character sheet in spells.
Oh, right.
Jesus Christ, we have so many fucking characters here.
And we got several more now, but we're not playing them yet.
And
Can I just put
so-
them in the quote-unquote dead?
Yeah, because they don't technically
I-
exist yet.
Yeah, if you
Oh.
want to copy paste.
No, because then we'll
Oh,
misplace them.
characters. Yeah.
I trust him
Put
to
them as
I think I have-
reserves.
I think I have them saved on my desktop or something.
So, yeah, I'm just ineffectually going over these papers, and actually, I'm also waiting for Eustace to show up, coming back from vacation.
No, Eustace was overseeing the tavern and training Lassard.
Oh yeah.
No,
this
that-
one was-
that
Lassard
is-
was with
Lassard.
us.
Quote unquote vacation.
That is,
It's-
you're right.
It's easy job. It's an easy job.
Is it Larsad or Lassard? I've seen people write it both ways. I'm not sure which is
Larsad.
actually right.
Okay, so me. Okay, actually, can we just in character do me telling you about last session?
Oh god. Okay. Fine.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for Eustace to come into the room. I called him in.
I'm downstairs
Yeah.
in the basement in my lab, just trying to find a way to make the Barnaby rifle capable of mass production. I've been doing this for about 5 years.
Fuck, I forgot. Oh, we need the fucking layout. I forgot. Was the reception near the basically the living room or something?
I think so. We had a layout, but
Basically, Ricardio's sitting in the reception is like, so, Chelsea,
oh no,
working hard.
I forgot about this.
Yeah, he successfully did. impress her.
I come up from the basement and I shoot Ricario in the head. No, I don't.
Plot twist, it was an illusion!
Ricario,
was...
you're dead.
Oh, fine. So, Victor returns finally! He storms in, covered in seawater. What has happened?
Okay, so King calls Eustace up.
Alright, Eustace comes in and starts to listen, but moments later, the side of the room at the top of the lighthouse bursts open as a throne mech enters and Theophrastus Bombastus steps out
Jesus fucking Christ! No,
at
it's
the top of the
Jonathan.
lighthouse.
So
I thought it was Jonathan.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
King puts down his paper and he says, "So while you were on vacation, right?
Sure.
Okay, so you missed a few things last time. I'd just like your opinion on some of the events that have occurred. We were unable to contact this dangerous alchemist that supposedly lived in Thiefland. As we understand it, the Salazars got to her, but luckily they did not know of our presence there. And a bit distressingly, we have managed to displace the Templar sword. It is in the pirate ship."
Eustace just sort of nods. Eustace then turns and walks off the edge of the lighthouse, unable to handle the circumstances. New character! Okay, yeah, Eustace nods. No, this damage wasn't quite severe enough to warrant any more reaction than that. Nothing
And-
too bad as that.
Perhaps the most pressing matter, as I know you're concerned about the last, Ricario has proven to be an able magician, and he has also managed to impress young Chelsea.
Eustace nods. Alright. He's the dead man. And then he gets up from his chair and begins to walk down the stairs.
Okay then, that's our weekly report.
Those
So-
are minutes from our last meeting taken
So
care
here's a question. Since
Yes.
we're doing kind of gang management stuff, what do you hope to accomplish with the long arm?
Oh, we're hoping to just have it be a consistent source of income, so I always have like some capital to fall back on if I need
All right.
it.
And not to mention,
we're looking-
if Lassard is there, we can get information if anything interesting comes up.
Yeah, Lassad is stationed there, so we're hoping that he can relay any, conversations he overhears. That may be it.
Okay. All right.
Knock, knock, it's me, the clock, Zale says
Bang!
as he enters with a big stride.
Oh, I thought you were cancelling yourself, Barnaby says, now somehow in the front room conveniently.
Eh. And then he just sits down.
I just gotta like walk off Murray. Do people just invite themselves in here? I'm just like going up to meet King.
Alright, the door is open for anyone to come in. I'm still just ineffectually looking at these papers.
Oh man, I just came back. I had an idea for Corio to say something, but actually, you go ahead, Barnaby.
Oh, by the way, Zale's there now.
Oh,
Um,
but actually,
Actually-
The clock is also here.
Actually,
Actually-
wait. I was just about to say, as Sale, walks in, and Ricario, he sits down. I don't know, in a chair, reading today's paper. Looks up. Oh, hi, Sale.
We have actually hung Zale on the wall to function as a clock.
So,
Well, I mean,
by the way, as Barnaby walks into my office, King, he overhears King muttering, "Damn, I wish I could read."
I open the door and I just can't like look at him with a look that tells him I heard that, and I'm just waiting for an acknowledgement.
It's like, King just lets out a long sigh.
Just close the door behind me. Not a good day then? Bar's finished.
Yes, it is. I'm going over the papers, and I'm almost. I would be embarrassed to ask, but I almost want Chelsea to tutor me in this.
You should probably learn how to read someday. Not going to lie, it makes me a little uncomfortable my boss can't read.
It's not that I can't. I get the basic gist of this, but it's the little details, you know.
Well, either way, we have to start making moves again after the last incident.
The loss of the alchemist, you mean?
If you'd given me the go-ahead, I probably could have taken on those pencil pushers.
By
Yes,
the way...
but
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
yes, but we would have attracted some unwanted attention from our competitors.
Who would have noticed gunfire in Thiefland? Templars were getting killed down the road.
May have noticed a few of their own dead. They may have written it off as a standard Thiefland casualty, but you think they would at least investigate.
Perhaps, but any change is better than none at all. And we just lost what could have been a valuable asset.
That is true, but I have my sights set on another asset. Tell me, I am not. What do you think of acquiring the pirates? I have not yet given up my sights on them, and I think they'd be valuable for shipping some of your product.
Oh, I would be very interested in that. Pirates like guns. I make guns. We get on pretty well most of the time.
Might be wise to set up negotiations with that bushy beard.
Okay, I'll be down in my lab. Moment I'm needed, come get me.
Yeah. Actually, I just want to add something. So Ricardo kind of steps into King's office after Barnaby walks out. Like, King, the hot water is out. How am I supposed to take a shower?
Or had hot water.
King,
Barnaby just overhears that as he's walking down the stairs and says, "We have showers?"
Yes! You set them up!
Oh, yes, I was incredibly drunk that day. Well, I'm gonna go take a shower.
Everything. We have no hot water. It's cold.
Barnaby invented the hot water heater.
Eustace has actually sabotaged Dracario's shower.
Mario, I've given you a room with a bed, a fireplace, and a shower to stay at permanently with no rent.
Yeah?
You're complaining about hot water.
Well, it's nice to have. It's part of the modern living.
I'm just gonna take over for Eric's character. Both Barnaby and Eustace poke their heads around the corner and say, "We can throw him out, boss."
No. Eustace is gonna walk in the room, having been standing outside the door, puts his hand around her. Alright, you want hot water? We'll get you some hot water. Come with me to the kitchen.
It's fine, Eustace. It's fine.
No, you need hot water. You need to get all that dead skin off. Come on.
No, it's fine.
Before leaving, though, Eustace does turn to King. Oh, yes. It would seem I require new crossbow bolts. I seem to have run out. I don't know, Austin, how you want to, I don't think we've ever actually bought ammo from stores before.
Oh, I have. Zax has.
Zax has.
Oh, that's right.
It's in... it's in Market and Mercantile. It's right. You have to cut through Templar Park.
Yeah, no, that's actually in the equipment. You do buy ammo, but I believe it is in bulk.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I remember
Except
it being in... Yeah, it was in bundles of 3 for bolts.
I'm gonna do something for Goth right now. I'm gonna go down and basically collect Zale.
Eustace hasn't received payment since an actual paycheck, i.e. bag of gold, since being here.
I asked Eustace, I asked Eustace, give a long time, it's you want me to compensate you for it?
I would appreciate it.
Okay, how much do they cost, Austin?
3 bolts is 1 coin.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and, how much do you want?
Actually, I'm remembering this now. That's right, we had a system for how he paid me, but there was a move that the assassin had, where basically you rolled a 2d6, and that was how much the job was worth to you in tens of coins, and we just modified that for, that's how much King pays me. Do you want to keep that, or do something else? Since I'm not an assassin.
Roll it.
Roll it? Okay.
There you go. You got 6 coin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I throw him 6 coins.
Alright, yeah.
It's that's good. Each bundle of bolts is 3 coins if you go to the Market and Mercantile District.
I've got a question.
A bundle of 3 bolts is 1 coin if you go to the Market and Mercantile District.
Yeah, this'll do.
What's up, Snake?
I had a question, but I realized halfway through saying I've got a question, it was a very stupid question, so...
Well, then you
Alright.
have to ask it, so...
It was basically, is King enumerate? And I realized, no, he's illiterate. There's no fucking way he's also enumerate.
Alright, so at this point, a paper airplane flies through the window and lands on King's desk.
He is surprised. He cautiously unfolds it and opens it up.
It appears to be an intelligence report from Lestrade. It is written that he and his team members have overheard some rumblings from the slums about a Templar artifacts being smuggled out of the district somewhere, of a district somewhere. But they know that it's landing in the industrial zone.
Sus.
By the way, I just want to add, you can just hear screaming from the kitchen. Very girlish screaming. It sounds like a choreo.
Alright, King is given pause for thought, as he's considering that it might be that the pirates found the sword and just saw it, didn't look a gift horse in the mouth. But at the same time, it could be something more involved. He rings up Barnaby and Ricario and Dale, because Eustace is out in Market and Mercantile.
Oh, am I? I thought I was
Okay. He rings up the whole crew.
Just get everyone in the office.
Yeah, to consult.
He doesn't go downstairs. He brings everyone else up the ladder.
I just walk
Zale's
back into my
asleep.
office.
He fell asleep.
I just walk back into my lab, start working on my gun again, and then just like, oh, for fuck's sake, just get up and walk back up the stairs.
Are you thinking that if only there was like a box that could go up and down?
As we're walking up, I just complain to Eustace that my knees hurt.
Yeah, they'll do that to you.
Actually, Ricardo asked Barney, could you invent a box that goes up and down for each level?
That's not my department.
Despite the fact that Zale started at the bottom, when you get up, he's already there.
What about stairs?
He's
Like,
right
we
on
just
the
kind of
bottom,
ignore.
now
I just kind of ignore it and say, what about stairs that move?
Huh, no, that's just silly.
Okay, everybody. Larsad has given us his first report from the tavern. I did not know he was so good at throwing paper airplanes.
What's an airplane?
What's paper?
I don't know. It just says that at the top. Paper airplane.
That gives me an idea.
And King says,
Do we have enough room for a ramp?
I would like to consult my team on this, since we're all in this together. I had intended to go talk to see if we could set up negotiations with the pirates to acquire them as a fleet for the company. However, this note here brings up some urging news that, in light of our recent misplacement of the Templar's sword, seems like it may be worthy of investigation. According to this note, there were mutterings in the tavern of some Templar artifacts being moved around in Kwald due to appear in the industrialized zone.
I just kind of look around. I say we go for it. Barnaby's still kind of like annoyed at the lack of action last time.
Eustace sort of shrugs. That's what you think is best.
Okay, what did we decide BB and red was? Because I know yellow's Templars, right? Yellow's Templars. Gray is neutral. Is red Salazar's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's like, I'm inclined to agree with you here, Barnaby. Because after the Salazars acquired the alchemist, it is even more concerning for a Templar artifact to arrive in their territory.
Sounds interesting. I'm in.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh, hi, Sale.
So, how should we go about this? Do we have anything to go on where it might be at the time, where it will end up in the industrial zone?
all we have is the industrial zone.
Right, so then?
It's not that big. I mean, we've got enough people to search around, and we'd like to maintain a low profile, but...
How long have I been asleep, by the way? Felt like months.
Time is weird for clock mages.
So, if this is our course of action, I would say that we'd all head out for the industrial zone as soon as we're ready. Eustace, you should go purchase your bolts.
Like, can I do that? Can I just go purchase them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we can if you want we can run through something. Otherwise, it can just happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
I'd rather just have it happen. Just Eustace
Sure.
does this on his own time.
I was
sure.
just thinking, I'm giving an opportunity to
I'm gonna spend an hour doing prepare spells, and I am going to prepare telepathy.
Telepathy.
You form a telepathic bond with a single person you touch, enabling you to converse with that person with your thoughts. You can only have one telepathic bond at a time.
Cool.
And
Do you have?
Oh, and charge. So I got free charge on my weapons. So I basically just go into my lab and just get everything ready. You gotta
Actually,
You said we're going quietly, then I come out and I've got my gun slung over my back. I'm wearing a pair of metal fucking Clockwork style gloves, and you see a bandolier of grenades around my hip.
Clockwork style gloves.
I suppose if things get messy. By the way, Austin, how much would it cost to get shots in my ammo bag for my gun? Lock pistol.
Let's see.
Much for bullet. Not bullet, I guess, more.
We'll just say 5 coin for a pouch.
5 coins per shot?
Per. Whoa, wait. How many shots does your pistol have? Like, what's your ammo?
I believe it's 1 shot that I have to reload because it's flintlock.
So, you should have like an ammo thing associated to it, like a pouch
I
of
have
ammo.
not
or
written
something.
it down. I have an ammo bag that says it's in.
Yes, that.
I have 0 shots right now.
All right. Is there a maximum to that?
I don't recall. I
Alright.
think it's 1 bullet per purchase. I don't think you buy pellets in bulk because each
Well, that
pellet
does
kind of
make
comes with
sense.
like powder and all that.
We'll say there's a pouch is 3 ammo for 5 coin.
All right, that makes sense. All right, before Eustace goes out, I give him 10 coin and ask him to get some 2 pouches of pellets for my pistol, my flintlock.
Okay. Yeah.
Being a clock mage, Zale is just like, come on, can we please go? As he's impatient.
You've lived for how long?
Please.
How do you even get bored anymore?
I don't know. I just do.
As I'm taking out and looking at my flintlock pistol, I tell Barnaby, "You want us to get dangerous? We're getting dangerous."
I don't want us to get dangerous, I just want us to be prepared if we do. Besides, we
Surprised you didn't.
have the Clock Mage, we have Eustace, and Ricario might be able to throw a punch.
Dear Barnaby, perhaps bringing a gun isn't the wisest thing.
I'm not leaving here without my gun.
But Barnaby,
It's
not
my right
nothing,
as an
sir.
Ithacan citizen to bear arms.
No, it's not.
Why would you need
I
that?
just tell him and I say, excuse me, Rumen.
Have you not read the Constitution? They changed it.
Hand me that, I say, picking it off Ricario who has a
Hand
copy
me
of the
the
Constitution.
Constitution.
Do I have the right to bear arms? I'm gonna. Can I
let's
spout
see
law check
here.
this?
Yeah, spout lore, roll it.
I'm gonna be.
I know something interesting but not useful about the right to bear arms.
Let's see. Something interesting but not useful.
You know that there's a gun law in there somewhere.
You know that it was once a hot topic of debate if they would allow 1 arm or 2.
Topic? Where?
You know what? Oh wow, Eustace also knows something interesting.
Something interesting but useless about the rights to bear arms.
Oh,
Sometimes- Hold on, I gotta give this to Eustace. Sometimes they come in force. And
I'm
Zale.
Eustace
kidding,
just
of course,
adds
you
that enigmatically to their conversation as he walks by.
Alright, Zale, what are you asking?
Hold
Are you
on.
spouting
Sorry,
the lore on?
sorry, I'm eating. So I sneak up to I sneak up behind Barnaby. I just sort of like I have to creak up because I'm a bit short, and I just whisper into his ear about what I know about the rights of bear arms. What I know is
Yeah, he's
Right.
spouting lore.
Alright,
This is going to be a
let's see
bad
here.
pun, isn't it?
no.
Okay,
Find
hate
good.
something
puns.
interesting, useful, and the rights to bear arms.
You'll have to help me because I don't know.
Let's see. Under legal laws, you are allowed to hold at least 1 and at most 3 bear arms in your possession at a given time.
What he said.
I just look
I
over.
say that's in character, by the way.
1 to 3, I just look over myself. Okay, knife, gun, electric gloves, at least 5 grenades. Alright, you're right,
The
Ricard.
wrong law, Barnaby.
I just kind of like say, okay, Ricard, you're right, and I point a gun at him. What are you gonna do about it?
Perhaps disassociate myself from you when you get caught.
You had problems with concealed carry in Athaton, didn't you, Barnaby?
I wasn't there for long enough for it to really be an issue, but I was kicked out for quite a few reasons, so that might have been one of them. Look, it's a city full of robots.
What?
A city full of fucking robots. Why aren't I gonna carry a gun?
Robots will protect you.
I
That
don't.
was the idea, at least.
I never trusted them. I just knew it was a matter of time until one of them just decided, fuck it.
That's
I
your
knew a
theory
robot
on
once.
That's your theory on what happened?
Part of it. I also think they fell because they became incredibly stagnant. Something that I'm trying to help us avoid. Now let's go to the industrial zone and find that artifact.
That's Officer Ricardo. You knew a robot?
I knew a robot once. His name was Sax. He was a weird one.
Oh yeah, you mentioned old Zax. I still can't believe that thing's still alive.
I think he's back in the ruins of the city he was created in.
He went back? Why?
What?
And we were on our way there.
Why?
But yeah, I'm interested.
Why not? Because this gladiator, this guy I knew, really wanted him to find his home. So we helped him find his home.
Why did he
What
want to
awful
find his
person
home?
would return him there?
Nothing.
Have you ever heard? His name was Crixus.
Oh, I lost money on him once.
So hold on, you brought him to Athaton and he stayed there. Did you tell him to stay there? Is that why he's
No,
there?
he just stayed there.
What?
What happened?
Just of his own volition?
Yeah.
Hang on, Crixus is still
Had free
alive.
will?
No, he's dead.
Good.
He died. He died in a horrible b-ball accident.
Okay, hold on. Zax does not have... ZAX units do not have free will. How did it decide to stay in the ruins of Athaton?
I don't know.
Did it
What do
tell
I look-
you why?
I don't know. What do I look like, Barnaby?
Not
Barnaby just
remember
got
any
fit.
of this?
You do realize AI isn't my department, right? Not yet, anyway. I'm working on that.
Is
What?
there something still there?
I don't know.
It's department's admin.
King is just like visibly kind of disturbed by this news.
Barnaby as well is just like, okay then, how many
We
more of those
leaving yet?
robots are still out there? Excuse me, we're having a law chat.
Not only is one of the robots still out there, it apparently decided to do something by itself.
I think we should let sleeping dogs lie on that one, King.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't planning to go to Athaton, and I'm certainly not planning to now.
But we do have the industrial zone. I cock my gun. We've got a job to do.
True, as soon as Eustace arrives back with my ammo. And is it at this point
Oh,
that
yeah.
I look down and it's there already.
It is, yeah. Eustace was interacted with Zale and Barnaby and the Spout Lore, remember?
Oh, yeah. Also, on the way out, I just kind of say to Ricardo, now, if we don't run into anyone who knows the law, we'll be fine.
But everyone knows the gun laws of Itheka.
I load a shot into my flintlock pistol, and I say, "All right, let's head out then. The industrial zone."
Sorry, I was eating biscuits.
Oh, hi, no worries, Sale. We just got off.
Is this going to be a thing? You're just going to keep saying hi, Zale, to forget I'm here. Hey, well.
Okay, so the lighthouse is like over here, right?
It's here.
You have to.
I didn't.
Oh yeah. You're right. So we don't have to travel through the slums to get there. We have to.
We have to go
We
up.
can go, yeah.
Okay, so I before we head out, I look back and I tell Chelsea that she can take the rest of she can take the rest of the day off.
She immediately puts down the pen she was using to write with and beats you out the door.
Oh my god.
She just vanishes. She dissipates.
Alright, as soon as we're pushed out, I just say, "A lot of spunk, that girl."
There is a Chelsea-shaped cloud with her glasses still there.
Okay, so to the industrial zone. Now, I would like if we didn't draw the ire of the Salazars during this intrusion. But if we do, well, we were going to at some point anyway.
Oh boy.
Okay, before we enter this place, does it count as a dangerous area?
I would say this is a dangerous area.
I say this specifically for a move I have, Trap Expert, which, like, it's kind of like Discern Realities, but specifically, is there a trap here? Can I... that type of dangerous area. Not
this
just
is not that kind of dangerous area.
Okay, yeah.
If we were in Thiefland, maybe. Okay.
Sure. So you guys arrive. We'll just say you're in it.
Yeah.
Streets are grimy, cobblestone, large buildings, smog is pretty thick. It's not the easiest to breathe around here.
Yeah,
a lot of people sitting on the side of the streets.
Perfect timing. Of course we arrived here on time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Barnaby just tied something around his face so he's just breathing through a rag, basically. I don't know if he thinks that works, but he does it. He flips down his, welder's mask. Smells like home.
Do we see any Templars around here?
Let's see.
Any patrols?
You do see a man in rags standing on a box, and he seems to be proselytizing to a bunch of people, like a small group of people.
Oh, proselytizing Chris?
That's never like a direct name is given, but it's a repent or you shall burn in the Maker's flame. That kind of nonsense.
Alright, so Jeff's like...
And then he'll...
Certainly sounds like a Templar.
Och sen kommer han fan ta mig slå ner pojkar. Så lyssna nu noga.
I open fire.
says Ricario, momentarily possessed.
And Ricario is dead.
Oh no, I was imitating the Templar, how he would have.
Yes, Ricario speaking in tongues again.
It's
no, I meant
Swedish
like
Templars you gotta look out for.
No, I didn't do it in Ricario's voice.
I would like to. No, I'd like to spout lore on what the Templar is doing here.
Sure.
Cool.
Okay.
Seven. Tell you something interesting. He never mentions the word Chris. Like by name.
Klas-Göran.
Wait, do you have a script, Swede?
No, I'm just rebelling.
Oh, Jesus.
just going off in Swedish.
Ja. Ja, för fan, Klas-Göran, nu ska vi lyssna.
Absolute gibberish, but we'd have to take his word for it that it.
We have to.
What the Templar is saying this. Och sen så banne mig då sprängde han upp det där.
He sounds like Swedish Hitler. This is...
Björn Gustafsson. Du skulle ha sett den. Björn, han flög ut av helvete.
I open fire and throw several grenades.
Cario, you're dead again.
It's not Ricario that's talking, it's the Templar.
That's Ricario.
I'm still opening fire on Ricario.
Right.
Why me?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, the name Chris or any of his namesakes are never expressly said.
You sure? You quite sure that's a Templar? That could just be a madman. Not that there's any distinction.
Could be a Templar, could be a madman. Maybe Chris is a dirty word around here.
Barnaby, as he says that, like, tons of Templar just lean into him.
Eustace says, now I know how to test if he's a madman. Hey, lay it out on the floor. Does he actually do it? No. No, that's not for real, though. Eustace isn't that breed of absolute madman.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna roll fucking... Oh, okay, I don't discern shit.
I'll do it. Like, I'm just gonna look around and start figuring out what's going on here. Apparently not.
God damn.
I might as well try. Wow.
Hey,
Ricario! To the rescue.
Well, hey guys, mark XP for your failures.
Yeah.
Ricario will look around. I'm a
One!
What? Alright.
No discerning in the industrial zone!
It turns out that Ricario there was something else that caught his eye. He saw like a beautiful woman or something. Yes, that's it.
It's all a smog.
Alright, Zale, you can ask one.
I'm
Zale?
Once you do discern realities, you're actually like kidnapped before you can ask a question.
working.
Hello?
It is. It is.
What is about to happen?
What is about to happen? You believe this man standing on a soapbox is going to keep, like, proselytizing what he's talking about. But upon second glance, looking around, you notice a couple of women emerge out of an alley.
Oh.
Are they attractive?
No.
Oh, I'm going back to sleep. I need to be right back again for a minute. Keep going.
Alright, so...
That was Zale's contribution to this.
So the clock mate just kind of like looks to the side and then collapses.
Hey, there's women there, and then just falls over asleep.
I'm back.
Oh, he wakes up again.
The
No, I didn't wake
narcoleptic
up, I'm just
mage.
Women?
No, I'm like Sans from Undertale. Lazy.
Women can be Templars. Let's interrogate them. I don't actually say that.
Well, what are attractive women?
Yeah, well, let's follow up
What
on
do you
this.
guys do?
Well, what do we do?
What do we do?
I get up. I stroll over to the women and I say, "Hello there, vain maidens." I
They
try to
look.
be as charming as
Wait.
possible.
I forget. What are you? Are you a halfling?
I'm a halfling clock mage.
Sure. So one of them looks down at you and says, "Hey there, short stuff. Can we do something?"
What do they look like? Can you give me any little vague descriptions of what they look like as I look up to them?
Yeah, sure. They're not wearing much. They have very dirty, long hair,
You
and it's
saying
like
the
kind of braided at some
Pause.
places. You could assume. You could take it for that.
Boy. Barnaby and not to relay his impeccable social skills.
One of them
What?
is looking at you and says, "Care for a good time there, little man."
I sort of lean against my staff. I think to myself, it might be possible.
Eustace leans over to Ricario. Now, you see, here are some very nice girls who I'm sure would be more than willing to listen to your inane gibberish magic.
I lean
Alright,
in next to Zale's ear and say, just under my breath, "They're whores."
So
Shut up! Shut up!
them-
I'm doing good here.
one of
Oh, I
them
thought you didn't know.
reaches her hand out to Zale and says, "Well, follow me."
Say
I
I
actually
walk
have a
back
better
over-
idea.
I walk over to the group and just relay to them, well, Zale's off the clock.
If they lead Zale to a shitty trap, Zale can just Prince of Persia that shit.
Well,
Off
I mean, I'm
the
a clock
clock.
face, so I could just, like,
Off the clock. There he is off the clock. Snake is the master here.
lead the way? Question mark?
Of course. You're looking for a good time, right? And she like winks at you.
Yes.
Okay.
She takes your hand and starts leading you off.
Eustace is going to discern realities on what's just never mind.
Never mind discern realities. Barnaby's just going to basically follow at a safe distance. Like, I go back, I tell the group that, and then I just follow off after Zale.
Wait, Ricardo turns to King, like, King, what's happening?
It's like,
Okay, what race is
Zale's
that?
following a lead.
She's human.
Okay.
Do you realize why Zale is following them?
So
Okay,
Zale,
no, I sorry, I don't believe it, but I actually have something to do. Eustace does follow discreetly behind, like keeping
Okay.
sort of, Actually, what time of day is this?
it's like midday.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Wow.
I was going to
Damn.
say good evening, but I didn't know what day it was, so I just said, oh man.
But yeah,
Like the
sort of.
streets, these streets are busy. There are like people walking down them. You hear
Okay.
people shouting. It's a little noisy actually.
Everyone's running off doing quest lines. King is just standing in the middle of the crossroads with a quest marker above his head.
Oh, King. The bottoms of your robes are now dirty.
Wow.
But anyway,
Disgusting.
Okay, but
I
so
know
yeah,
anyway.
Eustace is following Zale
okay.
from a somewhat discreet distance.
As is
So-
Barnaby, but Barnaby doesn't realize Eustace is also doing it.
Let's see. Will you guys roll Defy Danger for me?
Now, I don't know what this is, but I do have a move, Shoot First. You're never caught by surprise. When an enemy would get the drop on you, you get to act first instead. That might...
Wait, actually, never mind. We're not doing anything here. It's not in relation to that. I'm just taking
I know.
something back here. Okay, let's see. Zale, they...
One request for you, ladies. That you call me the Time Master.
Oh,
Sure
Jesus
thing,
Christ.
Time Master.
I fire at Zale from a great distance.
So, they lead you...
King.
They lead you to what appears to be an actually like decent looking building. She leads you inside. It's made of
He's rubbing
actually
his
wood,
hands.
which is kind of strange for the industrial zone. And she takes you to like a front counter, and she kind of leans on it and says, "Here, pay the man 3 coin, and I'll make it the day of your life."
Okay,
Funny about that.
could I do something?
Warn you, girls, I've got a big clock.
Oh, this is
Okay,
fucking awful.
I actually do have one of my moves to roll. Trap, like following behind Zale, seeing him go into this building, I'm going to use Trap Expert. So as Zale goes in, he's going to observe this, building. So
Okay.
when you spend a moment to survey a dangerous area, roll dex. On a 10, hold 3. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. Spend your dex as you walk through the area to ask these questions. So he's going to spend a moment to observe this
There you
building. Nice. Nice. I'm actually using one of my moves. This is exciting.
Cool.
Barnaby doesn't go in the building, but he doesn't notice Eustace enter. He follows up to the entrance of the building, then just kind of like leans by the doorway, just like waiting for the sounds of what might be a struggle. I say might be.
So as you're leaning by the building, there's a guy sitting on the street beside you, and he looks up and says, "Spare some coin, mister."
I throw down a gold coin.
He takes the gold coin and immediately goes inside.
Oh.
So Barnaby has I was just sort of forgetting, does Barnaby have an invention that like sends up a flare or whatever? 'Cause
I mean,
for like notifying.
I guess a grenade does that if it's thrown at the right time.
Yes.
This became a very interesting game, Austin. I've gone to get hookers.
Mhm.
Who said there were hookers? They're
I mean, they
Oh,
are
they-
lovely ladies. I I kind of have a taste for them. But maybe you guys don't.
I just like this. So like fucking King and Ricario are just by themselves. I think they're just still watching the proselytizer.
He's
Oh.
entertaining.
So, King, what did the others go?
So
They went to go
let's,
chase
let's,
some lords.
let's finish this off real quick.
And yeah, okay. I'm serious. I really don't remember how much gold I have. This is an outcast.
Shouldn't you have it in your sheet?
Yeah, like I have that written down under
I
gear.
think I might have accidentally like deleted it by mistake. I must have copy pasted it
Sale
over it.
deleted all of his money.
we'll just give you 10 coin.
Yeah, and like
Thank you.
I don't think Zale's ever spent any of his coin in the
Yeah.
games he's been in, so he should have his starting coin.
I'll take your word for it. So how much is this going to be, fine sir?
This pretty disgusting bald man looks down at you and says, "For you, little man, it's 30 coin."
Is he a dwarf?
Is he Shrek?
No, he's basically Shrek, but he's not green.
Oh.
Awesome.
All right then. Here.
Shrek.
All right, we'll just shorthand this. She leads you upstairs into a room, and I need you to roll.
By danger constitution.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no! No!
Okay,
Oh,
I'm going to ask, like, before this Eustace, sort of wanders in, and first is going to spend, one hold. Is there a trap here? And if so, what activates it before Zale ruins his life?
So
Film
let's
it, we
see.
could use the capital.
Does that work? I believe that works on mechanical traps, and of which there are none.
Well, if it goes sticky, I'll just say, "Give me a moment."
oh,
I mean, yeah, Zale can
oh
print
god,
numbers
I just realized. Sale can just oh god.
Rewind
Yeah,
it, print that shit.
I could go in, rewind time, spend money
Oh,
again, go
God.
back in. You know,
I don't like what it.
have a sloppy seconds.
I thought we weren't gonna play Maid.
All right. What do you want me to roll?
Just plus your constitution. You're defying danger by
I
enduring.
don't like this.
All right, closing my eyes.
Oh no.
Cool.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh no! I went anal.
Rewind, go. Oh,
All right, great. So
Rewind.
let's just so that'll take like an hour of your time. Well, maybe like half
mean-
an hour.
You know.
Well, no, like it's more like it is an hour, but it's
So what are
it's
the
like,
rest of
it's
you
15
doing?
minutes of
I'm Eustace is going to spend one more hold. I guess I don't really have anything to spend my third hold on, but what else is hidden here?
What
Might
else
as
is
well.
hidden here? You notice like a loose floorboard, by, like somewhere in the back.
Okay.
Barnaby just basically like waits around for a bit. When nothing goes wrong, he's just like, bloody clock mage, and just heads back to regroup with King.
Okay, and King and Ricario are still admiring this proselytizer.
So,
Yeah.
like, as you're, let's see, Barnaby, as you're walking away, you start to see like others walking in. Like there are quite a few more women than expected, and you don't think there's enough rooms, judging by the size of the building.
Yeah.
Oh,
the second
dear.
problem.
What about quite a few more women? What about the men with them?
I mean, they look scum, they look dirty, but then again, everything around here looks dirty.
So
They
don't
could just be
stand
like
out.
day jobbers.
Yeah, they could just be
Uh-uh.
day jobbers. But what kind of check could it be? Like a spout law check, see if I not recognize anyone different, or I'll just go with maybe a wisdom roll.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe that would be more
Yeah, I'll
of
go
a
with
discern reality.
Eustace is also gonna discern realities on this.
okay.
Oh,
Questions
fucking
to
God.
ask.
I got
wait.
something.
Alright, you can ask one question about this situation.
What here is not what it appears to be.
Everyone here looks extraordinarily gross. Like
That-
3 coin is like a stretch. Nobody here looks healthy. Like, people are hacking, people are coughing.
Oh, Zale. Oh.
And then you think a look of concern stretches across Barnaby's face for an instant, and then he just bursts out laughing.
And so Barnaby should be happy because now he knows Mendel's gonna have something to do.
Yeah,
He can
like
get back.
I just like think I'm just weighing up my thing, and then I go, what do I do? What do I do? King first, and I just turn and keep heading back for King. I'm gonna come back here in a second, but there's something I need to do with King first.
Are you saying that I'm going to contract something and slowly die?
Well, you gotta get checked out.
No, you've just got to roll the sacrifice roll well enough with your charisma,
I'm trying to think
and
of
then
a,
you'll
a
cure
time,
the pirate.
a time protection joke, but I can't think of it.
I guess now's not the time for that.
That's one mistake you can't undo.
Yes.
Alright, so
I can't-
Remember, kids, don't be Sale.
I go up to King, and I'm just going to cast a spell first of all, which hopefully will work. Boom, and I think that means I keep the spell. I just like touch him and cast telepathy, so now me and King can talk at a distance, just with our minds.
Nice.
And then and then not without force, I just say out loud, Zale's got an STD, and I start heading back to the brothel.
But wait, to me?
Yeah, I just say that to King, and then I walk off.
I just kind of look around like,
What?
Oh, then as I'm walking away house mentally, like, do you cover that in the healthcare plan?
it really depends if Mendel is interested.
That's true. Well, I'm headed back to the brothel because Eustace is there, and honestly, this whole place... I don't like this place at all.
What are you talking about, King?
Barnaby casts his telepathy thing again.
Oh. Not nice.
I know, has the proselytizer's speech moved forward at all?
Let's see.
Or has he just still on the same few points?
Well, now it's less, like burning and being judged, but now it's like talking more about plagues and just gross, dirty stuff.
Nice.
Like the boils upon the unholy, for when they burst, the flow of evil shall encompass those around,
How
and
many,
it shall spread and destroy through corruption.
how many
that
people
kind of stuff.
are still like watching?
I mean, there's a good 5.
Discern realities on
Nu ska ni förstå pojkar, detta kan inte vi ha.
shit. I spout lore in the crowd.
Oh, is that your 6?
Yeah, Marcus here. No, that was nice
Discern
spout
reality.
lore on the crowd.
Oh, well, you don't have to ask. You just
I was just wondering if that's something you can do.
yeah.
Oh, never mind. No, spout
We're
shit.
fucking morons today.
Look at the sea of red. If you look at all the recent rolls, 2 6s and 8 1s.
I know I'm not rolling. I've got people for that today. We're gonna have Mendel check out Zale, and he's just gonna fucking contract the STD himself and die on the spot.
Oh, actually, I go back to the brothel and I look for the room that Zale's in.
Are we saying that an in-game hour is over now?
No, an in-game hour hasn't passed, but I'm basically Barnaby's gonna have his laugh.
Yes, you hear from the outside. You hear the sounds of duck sounds.
Quack.
I've got the girls doing something a bit crazy here.
You failed the Constitution roll pretty badly, so most of this hour is going to be spent sobbing.
So Barnaby,
no, come on! I last a bit more than that. Give me a moment, and then I go in for another try.
So Barnaby, you get stopped by a man in red.
Hmm?
He as you're trying to walk back and looking at doors, he looks at you and says, "Hey, you looking for something? Front desk is that way."
Oh, my apologies. And I just wait until he stops looking and keep looking at doors.
Well, he looks away, but then he looks back, and he still sees you, snooping around. And he starts approaching you.
Activate your stealth field.
I don't have it anymore. Shit, I should have thought about this.
And he's looking a little angry.
Probably.
How dare you?
Tell me. All right, let me just ask something very, very quickly. Are there any windows around?
Oh my god.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Nah, fuck it. I really just want to jump out the window, but I'm not going to.
What? It's not like he's going to attack you. He just wants you to leave.
I know that, but it's amusing.
Maybe you should just wait downstairs.
Yeah, I just turn, look at him, acknowledge, and I just start heading back downstairs. I'm like, well, it's not like I can undo the STD. I just wanted to be the one to break the news to him.
Wait, is this canon now? Sorry, Austin, is this canon now?
We'll figure that out later.
Alright,
we're all just assuming right now.
So, alright, so...
Oh my god.
I open the door and I say, you know what, thank you ladies, and that's a interesting symbol on your arse cheek, but thank you.
You know what, sick of relying on my own intellect, I am going to turn to one of the people in the crowd and ask what this guy is all about.
Alright, one of the guys looks up at you, he's got a runny nose, and he says, why, he's talking about the plague.
Well, the plague. There's a plague spreading, in the industrial zone?
He takes a deep breath, shrugs his shoulders, and says, no, the metaphorical plague. The one that's rumored to hit, judge the unholy.
Plague of the soul, then.
I'm sorry, just King and Ricario, everyone else has gone, and they've just sat listening to this guy for an hour, understood jack shit, and after an hour just, hey, do you know what this guy's talking about?
So, he's been proselytizing, he hasn't mentioned any specific makers. Is he connected to the Templars?
Templars? No, look at his dress. He's in rags, he's just one of us. You should... What are you, new? And he
Yes.
hacks up something onto the ground.
Yes, actually, very new.
Well, we'll do you a kindness. The Templars are usually much finer dressed.
That they are.
Zale turns up, he's like, so, what are you guys looking at?
Oh, hi, Stel.
Oh, hi.
Apparently there's some plague of the soul going around this place.
Oh.
Did the Templars ever come here?
The Templars come here? No, they're not wanted around here. This is not their, It's not safe.
Okay, Eustace creeping back onto the scene with this, now that there is a larger crowd formed, and specifically, I guess, with this guy talking to King, is going to try and discern realities on this guy. Oh my god, I actually got a single question. This is exciting. What should I be on the lookout for with this guy?
Let's see. On the lookout for what? Just the guy you're talking about too?
And well, with this crowd, I guess, in general.
Um, you should be on the lookout of showing like massive amounts of wealth. These guys look poor. They look like their eyes are, they're hungry for something. They just don't know what.
Okay, great.
So like it's probably at this time where he starts looking King up and down.
Eustace just sort of like observing this from a distance, just sort of sighs. Oh, Jesus.
It's like, good sir, I thought this was Salazar territory. Why are the people here so...
You cut off there, Neo.
Oh, I say, good sir, I thought this was Salazar territory. Why are the people here so poor?
Salazar's. They own the corporations. They pay us pittance. Say, where are you from, stranger? He's like looking at your like robes and all your fucking jewels.
I'm from out east in the countryside. I only just visited this place.
He kind of like gets a frown on his face. Yeah, well, you might want to go back.
Yes.
Okay.
King's just contemplating now.
Barnaby.
Eustace sort of shows up behind King, sort of puts his hand on his shoulder. Sir, I think it would be wise to get out of the crowd for the moment.
Alright.
Kind of. Oh wait, who do you put your hand on?
King.
Okay.
It's just Skylar.
Yeah, King walks out of the crowd, from around the area, seeing if he can
Sure.
spot like a building that like looks particularly nicer than any other one. See if Salazar's.
So, as you're exiting, you hear the proselytizer start going on against the mass amount of wealth and like displaying wealth. It's like those with the money have the power, and those with the power do us wrong. For we shall take it back and make it our own.
King shouts up, "Preach it, brother!"
Alright, so you start looking around for what, other buildings?
Yeah. Can I find any hide or tail of the Salazars? Like, can I see a building that they would be inhabiting? Or
Let's see. Sure. So, wait, hold on. There's a thing for this.
We've got the factory around here.
I think there's a thing for this. When you're trying to find something. No big deal. So yeah, you wander around a bit, and you see a nice-ish looking like stone building with a couple of guys in studded leather with this bright red patch on their chest.
Alright, I speak under, since I am not in earshot of them, I do kind of speak under my breath to Barnaby and tell him that we found a house with Salazar's around.
I
Should come
start
here.
headed over that way. I am going to do something actually.
And Eustace and Ricario are already with me, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to I'm going to field test one of my gadgets.
Oh no.
As I
Oh
get
dear.
as I get near the building in question, I like go across the street, and I'm going to use my my steam amplification boots to just jump up onto a nearby rooftop.
All right. So, let's see, you just do it, don't you?
No, I roll field test so I can. So on a 10, I
Gotcha.
still choose one detriment.
Roll it.
Yeah, I got a 10.
Nice.
So even on a 10, I still have to think. So I'm gonna say, the gadget's effects won't last long. You'll need to hurry to make use of it. So I kind of have to rush up. Like it takes a jump or two because the first one doesn't quite go as high as I want. The second one, I have to make it count.
Sure.
Get up there.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Your first jump, it sputters a little bit, and then you get the second jump, and you barely make it up onto the ledge, but you're there. However, this has attracted quite a bit of attention because you're just like people are looking at you, looking at your boots. It seemed like steam just like burst out of them, and now people are like standing on the street pointing up at you.
Sir, I think Barnaby is making a scene.
Okay, I telepathically contact him. It's like, Barnaby, what are you doing?
I'm getting a vantage point.
It's not much of a vantage point if everyone knows where you are.
Well, technically, King, it is a vantage point if he has a vantage to see.
Cario,
from.
he can't hear you!
But I just wanted to begin to join the conversation.
Look, if you're concerned, I'll flip my welder's mask down, and you can just see like across the road as I flip my welder's mask down and throw up a thumbs up.
Are the like you said there were two dudes standing in front of the building?
Mm-hmm.
Have they like how much attention are they? Exactly what degree of attention are they paying to Barnaby?
Nothing. They're out of eyesight for Barnaby.
Oh, are they? Okay.
I said I'm across the road from the building, jumping on a thing. Like,
So let's just draw this out. We'll go above the map. So let's see here. We'll say this stone building is like on a corner of a street. Like there's a street here and there's like a street here. The guards are at the entrance, like here and here. And then there's probably more buildings, like there and like there.
Building with Barnaby be at.
That's up to him.
I'm gonna say like I'm not directly in line with the building. Oh, I'm gonna say I'm about like here.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I
Cool.
think.
Oh,
Okay.
a little bit further back than that. Or the building moves with me.
There we go.
So yeah, I just
I'll
like
just say we're, like, the game's, like, waiting on this corner.
No, they're more paying attention to the crowd, and like paying attention to the people who walk up and who they let in.
Yes.
I mean, this does appear to be a bit of a busy building.
Are there people going in and out of it?
Occasionally, yes.
Okay.
The people who go into out of it, are these like street rabble or are these like other Salazar like clean people?
They're cleaner than the common folk you see on the street.
Okay.
Most of them are carrying some sort of like briefcase or have a shoulder bag.
I have a question.
So,
How did you guys to get it in the chat where it shows up with like, for Neo he's got it as king and it actually shows up with kings?
It's in as. It's underneath the chat box. There's as, and then there's a box you can select from your name.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, and then
There we go. I'm an idiot. Thank you.
now you can use.
Wow.
all right. So what's the plan here?
Alright, so, King is kind of thinking to himself, and he looks to Barnaby and says, I think I have an idea. Involving your talents again. Not Barnaby, looks to Ricario. Involving your talents again. Ricario?
Yeah, King. What is it?
Well, since we are outside of their attention, you can stay out of sight and craft an illusion. thinking.
Yes,
Ju-
one of the
justice-
illusions. Yes, sir. Yes,
One of your
you'll
illusions.
see. Ricardo
Now.
just starts
I was-
waving around with his hands like, yeah, you're gonna see, I'm gonna make you invisible. I'm gonna even make you not make a sound.
No, I am more thinking if
What?
you could just test their reactions, seeing a Templar approach them. If you could make one of these fine people walking in look
Templar?
one of the
Ooh.
fine people walking in look like a Templar.
The Templar?
Templar,
Templar.
Templar, a man of
Okay,
grace.
Ricardo looks at one dude that's
Who's
about to
walking towards his own building.
Yeah, Ricardo actually has a wand that he waves around like, okay,
And by the way, now,
I'll make him a Templar, alright? You'll watch.
as Ricario is doing this, King has visibly stepped back, so he won't get you next to him if it comes awry.
You see, Barnaby looking over the crowd sees King step away from Ricario, just starts pointing a gun at the building, like, what the fuck is going on?
And...
Oh,
fantastic. And it affects three. It affects three senses. Okay, so, this illusion, I'm gonna make this person look like a Templar, they will sound like a Templar, and
They will be a Templar.
They smell like one.
I don't know, they'll feel like a Templar. It like the armor will actually...
Deep down in their souls, they feel Templar.
Yeah. The armor.
Well, no, it's that you know, if someone
Yeah.
tried to like go up to them and feel the armor or whatever, it would actually feel like armor.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So this guy,
Sound like they're talking into
he's-
cup. He sounds like he's talking into a cup.
he's walking up to the office building,
What?
and the two immediately put their arm out, and like they stop him and they start questioning him. There's an exchange. He pulls something out of a bag and shows it to him. Shows it to the two guards, and the two guards sort look at him like curiously, but they let him pass, and then they follow him inside.
This is an outrage. I've been to this club many a time.
Ooh, so the guards are now not outside then.
I
Right.
am going to roll discern realities on this exchange that we just saw.
Like, King...
Oh my god! It happened!
All right.
The-
Ask 3.
As
Who the hell is cutting paper?
Sorry.
That was actually my heart exploding from just rolling double sixes.
Poor Justice is old.
yeah, no, you just ask what here is not what it appears to be, and all.
Could you mute your mic off if you're cutting paper?
If you're gonna
I'm done,
sit
no.
there
I-
and
I-
cut
I'm done,
construction
don't worry.
paper, if you're
Alright.
gonna do
I'm not
paper
who's-
crafts,
Sawing logs in half.
Just ask what here is not what it appears to be, and now Eustace knows that the guy who walked in was not actually
First of all, I'm gonna. What here is useful or valuable to me?
it looks like that guy was able to pass through flashing some kind of identification.
What here is not what it appears to be. Aside from the I know he's not actually a Templar.
Let's see. This appears to be less of a an office and more of almost like a trading post. Like based off what you've seen people carrying in and out of, it's been like some guys like pulled up a cart, other guys like carrying bags.
Black market.
Awesome. Okay, what should I be on the lookout for?
Let's see here. What should you be on the lookout for? I would be on the lookout for more people approaching.
Okay. Do I see more people approaching?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
But King just hears in his head Barnaby just going, they let a Templar in. What the hell's going on?
He showed some identification, Barnaby, although the guards aren't at the post anymore. I don't know for how long. Should we move?
I
King, what? I have an idea. I can hold two more illusions. What if I'll turn us into gods?
That would, well, if you turned us into guards, we'd have to stay at that post, and then they'd
No,
come
no.
back and...
Yeah.
Not those guards, different guards.
Or I don't know. I know. Or I don't know. If only I got a good eye on that identification, then I could have made a fake one.
Hey, Barnaby just pipes up in King's head again. More people will be coming, right? Can't we just, like, take their identification?
Barnaby wants to beat people up and take their identification.
Of course he will. Of course he wants.
Barnaby, not being able to hear this, but seeing the reaction, just says, I did not suggest we beat them up.
Eustace,
Ricario just shouted to him in the sky. Yes, you did!
Eustace turns to Ricario. If you can do these fancy illusions, couldn't you fake? Would it be? I don't know. Would it be possible for you to fake us the documentation to enter?
Well, yeah, I think it would be easier if we take some guy who's supposed to go in there and knock them out and just make you look like them.
He hasn't seen the identification in full. He would
Precisely.
Get down.
I'm not sure how your illusions work.
Well, it's magic, my dear Eustace. Magic. Oh,
So,
I wonder how they're feeling.
Now the real question here is how we got east of Room.
Austin.
What's up?
I mean, first off, I like how we glanced over the fact that I was gone for a while, and apparently I'm just back in the group again.
Well, hi,
You kind
Sale.
of did that yourself.
Hi, Sale.
Well, I thought Barnaby was going to break the news to me, apparently. And
No,
still
I
don't
got
know
I got
what-
caught off by a guy and just like instead of getting into trouble with like a guard at the brothel, I was like, I cut my losses and left.
Okay, I just realized, okay, since the guards aren't there, King turns to you and says, think you can scout the place out quickly?
I'm Austin. Can I do trap expert from out here like this, or
Or just
Would
go
I-
in and go out just to see what he can see?
Sure.
all right? Trap expert. That's. I hold one. I mean, I can't use that until we go in, but I hold one.
I was saying, like, would Eustace be able to go in and go out? Like,
I mean, you could try.
I'd rather I can try, but I'd rather wait till we have some sort of pass to go in.
true.
Barnaby is like looking over the building. Are there any entrances that aren't the front entrance?
Doesn't seem to be.
No skylights or anything?
No.
Damn
There are
shame.
windows on the other floors.
Like,
But not the bottom floor.
and I'm guessing there's no balconies or anything.
Right.
So okay, so
Not only that, it would also be in full view of the street.
yeah. Barnaby, not really thinking about this, just says, I could open fire on the building. You could go in and grab what you want. They'll all be on me, and I can just run away.
No.
Okay.
Side right now.
We need to find a quiet way in.
Are there any people waiting outside, like, waiting for the guards to come back?
No.
Perhaps we shall just sneak in.
Well, I like the plan of trying to get someone's passes or IDs or whatever it takes to get in there.
All the people that have passes have already gone in.
Are you sure?
There could be more.
Everybody else seems to be approaching.
Barnaby like climbs down from the building and starts heading over to the group.
That it sounded so sad and defeated. Barnaby wanted to be the cool action dude.
I wanted to shoot
I'm
stuff
not.
from the top of the building.
I mean, I'm kind of just removed from this whole thing.
I like walk
Why?
over and somehow
So,
knowing.
hold on.
Oh, sorry.
So, Zale, you've already described how you left the building. Like, where are you?
I have.
Oh, I thought Zale was with us.
Well,
Yeah, me too.
that's what I thought was going on, but I don't know because I
So-
guess apparently I'm following the rad. The only thing I just want to know from you is, do I have a contraction or not?
We'll figure that
And
out
did
later.
they enjoy my performance? Because if I got a 5, I assume that they didn't.
Zale woke up an hour before everyone else.
So
Jesus fucking
go
no!
over that.
I'm not
later.
that fast.
Let's just
No,
say
that-
they seemed happy.
I'm
Okay?
sorry, Nero,
They
but
seemed happy.
Wilhelm woke an hour before Dale.
Yeah, we're in the wrong Dungeon World campaign, Neo. These people don't get
Okay.
that sick meme.
Let's see, Barnaby. As you're making your way down, you do see like a group of 3 people approaching the building.
I relay to King, free incoming.
Alright, I look to the 3. Can I see him? Do I see him?
Yeah, there is one nicely dressed individual and 2 more ragged folks like flanking him.
Alright,
Not like ragged as in like the people on the street, but like not as good as him.
I point to Eustace. I point Eustace at it and say, "It makes me have identification."
Alright, we'll do what we can. Alright, which side of the street are they on relative to us?
They are on the side of the guards.
Okay, so like we would have to cross the street to get to them?
If that's where you guys are.
The city
Are they
thief have
coming in
the
like
ability
wrong thing?
the city thief have the ability to like pickpocket.
Yes. He does.
Okay, I'm thinking like, do you think you could? I'm saying like, do you think you could get that?
I could get maybe one at them. I don't know if I doubt I'd be able to get all 3 before they reach the building.
Try to get the nice looking one.
We can distract them, maybe I could get all 3.
Ricario could distract. I can distract.
We all can distract.
But yeah, I think that's Ricario to strictly put up an illusion to distract.
An illusion, okay.
Just to
Does
distract
anyone want to be
people.
turned into something, or should I make something that will elude them?
I'm thinking you make something that will.
Okay, I have a perfect idea. Look, watch me weave this illusion.
Something that will get them to look at something.
I've got an idea.
Okay.
Can we-
Eustace, Eustace,
no.
while they're figuring this out, immediately walks down the street and is trying to get around and behind them.
Allow me, Riccardo Castaldi, to use my magic to weave an illusion that you've never seen before.
I'm like short and a halfling. I could go with Eustace.
I mean,
If this wants to be opened?
Sorry.
Give me a second.
so